Namaste everyone. Hoping wellness for all of you, alongside wishing good health and happiness. Every business requires one of the four entry barriers. Requires in the sense there are barriers to get into the business. So, first barrier is the capital requirement. The second one, requirement of qualification. Third, certification. Fourth, experience. So every business requires one of these four or maybe all of these four parameters to get into that kind of business. But worldwide, there's one unique business that doesn't require any of these four entry barriers. And that business is our pyara chaheta share bazaar. Share bazaar has none of these four entry barriers. And that's the reason people are coming into the stock market from left, right, and center. So everybody is keen to get into this business of investing, and everybody all of a sudden has become a smart investor, because in the current bull run, whosoever is invested in whatever kind of company, whatever kind of stocks, the prices have gone up. So everybody all of a sudden is become a distinguished, illuminated investor. But we need to be mindful. We need to be mindful because there is no barrier. Whatever barrier is there in this business is you need to have an Aadhaar card, need to have a PAN card, a bank account in which your Aadhaar and PAN is linked, and a savings of rupees 5,000 in your bank account so that you can start investing. As simple, period. So no qualification, nothing. But do you think investing and wealth creation in equities is such an easy task? If this would have been so easy, then we would not have had only one Rakesh Jhunjhunwala in the country. Yes, there are many other eminent investors, but not many are successful. Very few handful are successful. In the world's wealthiest one, Warren Buffett, he's the most leading the worldwide, he's the torchbearer of equities. So there are hardly few people who are successful in this business of investing because there are no entry barriers. So anybody can get in, and whosoever comes in generally pays the money to the smart investor, right? So I'm not saying one shouldn't directly invest into equities. Yes, equities is a beautiful asset class. One should surely for sure invest, okay, on his own. For them, there are four things. If they qualify in these four criteria, then they are eligible to get into this business of investing directly into equities, because since there are no parameters, okay, nothing is stopping them from entry. So there should be four parameters that we should bring in on our own to qualify before getting into the market. First, we need to have regular cash flow coming in from some other source so that we can deploy this cash in the business and we manage and identify good companies and stay invested in the companies for long. Number two, the investor should have time, lot of time to study, analyze, fine, and compare as to which is the optimum investment in which they can stay long, because this is kind of partnership with the owner. So it's being part ownership of the business. Number three is, are we qualified to understand this particular business? Fourth, do we have control on our fear and greed cycle? How often do we get impacted by the news that has been thrown by the social media? If we can take care of these four parameters, yes, you are the chosen one to get into the stock market and enjoy the fruits of the stock market. For others who don't qualify, there is a simple way of creating wealth by way of giving the responsibility to the fund manager to manage our funds effectively, in turn give us optimal returns. So इसमें दोनों parties का फायदा है. The fund manager charges fees for management of the fund, so he is responsible, and you in turn become part owner of different companies and get the benefit of high returns of equities. All right. And something we should be very sure of, that equities are for long term only. So for a period more than 7 years at least, we should stay invested in the market. Less than 7-8 years, one should not be looking, to get meaningful, healthy returns from the market. We may get high returns, or accordingly, the market may continue to move sideways, or market may correct from some point in time. As such, we are at the peak of the market. In the long term, for sure we are going to go up, the markets are going to rise, but there will be corrections midway. So we should be mindful about the entire situation and to enjoy the fruits of stock market. Stay invested for the long term, stay healthy, stay safe. Bye.